Hey guys, Rushy here, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my advice on how to deal with failure and how to deal with mistakes you have made in the past. The reason I'm saying mistakes you've made rather than mistakes you may have made is because I think every single human on Earth has made at least one mistake in their life. I think it's safe to say that most of us would rather succeed at something rather than fail at something. There's only a handful of situations where I'd rather fail than succeed. So we all want to succeed and we don't want to fail. But unfortunately, life doesn't always work out that way. I believe that making mistakes and failing is important in terms of developing yourself, both physically, mentally, spiritually, and psychologically. So the first step to deal with failure or deal with a mistake is to admit it. Fully admit what you've done wrong. I used to struggle with admitting to mistakes and failures I've made in the past because I feel it would bring negative judgment onto me and people would judge me for that mistake for a long time. I also didn't like getting told off. I always wanted to do well and not be told off or do wrong. But what you need to realise and understand is that it is okay to make a mistake. It's okay to fail at something. And also realise that you can't change that mistake. What's done is done. Unfortunately, we can't go back in time to rectify. But what we can do is change the present and the future. So once you've fully admitted to the mistake you've made, not only to other people but also to yourself, then begin to reflect on why you made that mistake. Fully analyse and reflect on the situation you were in and what caused you to do what you did. Once you've fully realised why you made the mistake you made and why you failed at whatever you failed at, use that information to learn from so that you can progress and not make the same mistake in the future. You are never too old and it is never too late to learn from a mistake. No matter how many mistakes you've made previously, just realise that you can always learn from a mistake. Don't let the mistake define you for the rest of your life. And also don't be ashamed to admit your mistake or admit your failing. Just remember that the people who always focus on your negative aspects of your life are living negative and not very successful lifestyles themselves. That's why they focus on your mistakes and your failures. If they concentrated on all your successes in life, they'll soon realise that you're more successful than them. So to sum up this video guys, in terms of how to deal with failure and how to deal with your mistakes in my opinion, first, fully admit your mistake. Secondly, fully analyse and reflect on why you made that mistake. Thirdly, use that information to learn from and progress and not make the same mistake in the future. Also, realise that it is never too late to learn from a mistake. And finally, be honest about your mistakes. Previous mistakes you may have made in the past, be completely honest about them. Don't try and hide previous mistakes you've made in the past, and don't be ashamed of them. They have made you who you are today, and it just goes to prove that no one is perfect, you're not perfect, and no one should expect perfection from you. We're all human at the end of the day. And just a side note, for those people who always concentrate on the negative aspects of your life and always like to bring up your previous failures and mistakes, take no notice of them because they're failures themselves and they are not worth any amount of your time. Thanks for watching everyone. I hope you found this video useful. Like I said, we all make mistakes, we all fail at something in life, but the way you perceive a mistake and how you view a mistake or failure will ultimately help you to succeed in future and not make the same mistake again. I am far from perfect myself, but the past is in the past. Definitely reflect and don't hide it, but don't dwell on it either, and realise you can always change the future. See you all in the next video.